morning. Good morning. It's Friday then. Sunday. What the fuck? Was you ready? Is you is or is you ain't? Hey, what's up, everyone? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, prophetess, and messenger of God. Ta-da! I can say that shit pretty fast. Sometimes if I can keep the melody going. Yeah, I am ascending. That's what we really need to talk about. I am ascending master. Google it. Ascending master Lilith. Here to give you a message. What's the message? Bird's the word, bro. Bird's the word. I had a quick ego death. I was like, not again. I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, nah. I was making my coffee. I'm like, nah, dude. I've been doing some good shit. I shouldn't have to deal with no shit. Nobody bothers me. I don't give a shit. I've come to terms with everything. Nothing can bother me. Nothing's gonna bother me today. Nothing's gonna bother. Bitch, sit down and have a song and get real bothered. I'm musically activated, dude. You drop the beat in it, and then it's like, oh shit. You remind me of my Jeep. I'm gonna crash this bitch into the fucking street. What had happened was, okay, first things first. I got this huge next level advanced teaching. We're talking, you know what I mean, universal's teaching from University of, fucking the Light Federation and all this. I got this super duper teaching I'm supposed to teach you guys. I'm like, bro, they don't even understand the basics. I have people that don't even wear deodorant down here. No shit. If you don't stop posting shit about your titties, that is just, I told him what to do. Ugh. Bag bomb. BAGBALM. They sell it at Walmart. They used it for cows back in the day for their udders. Take you a hot bath and put some bag bomb on your nipples and quit posting about it. It's awful. Now imagine what you're going through right now, your first time of having to breastfeed a child and it won't catch on. And I did that shit at 16 years old. And again at 18. I wasn't a woman unless I breastfed these damn kids. You know what though? We're not those women. There's a reason that we have milk. It's because our boobs aren't made like they were. They're just not. Our genetics are all fucked off and shit. And we don't fucking produce milk like that. Do we know bitches that do it? Yeah, but don't release yourself of the perfectionism of I've got to breastfeed this baby until it's on food. That means you're breastfeeding till a year. Do you want to keep doing this to yourself? Do you not have a happy, healthy baby? Do you feel like you can't just give it milk like everyone else because then you're gonna, you're denying your baby milk? What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna go get a wet maid? You're gonna go get some black woman to come breastfeed your baby like they did in the old days because your boobs didn't make the milk? That's what they did. That's what white women did. When their boobs wouldn't make the milk, they went and got a black woman to come feed their babies. Because we didn't have canned milk. And if they didn't, they had to give them goat's milk or something else. There's other options. Stop whining about your nipples, bro. That's terrible. That is terrible. Look at me and my suffering. Quit playing victimhood to being a mother. This shit hurts. Have you ever watched a dog or a cat? This shit hurts, bro. They're literally pulling on you. It hurts. How long you want to keep doing it? Anyways, what am I being a bitch about? I told fucking Nate to tell you to get this shit yesterday because I was tired of it yesterday. And then you're like, I went to the doctors and I did all this and I bought all these products and I'm doing all this stuff just so I can breastfeed my baby and be a good mother. Bro, breastfeeding your baby doesn't make you a good mother. You're being a perfectionist and you're being weird. Put on some deodorant and make a bottle. Weirdo. Anyways, I hate to be so insensitive, but at the same time, I am a bit that way. Why? Because I have a drive inside of me that's full of solutions and doesn't play victimhood. I can't do it. It's just not in me. I never was allowed to feel sorry for myself. So the last thing, it's very hard for me to feel sorry for you. It's just true. I lacked empathy for myself and others. That's what you get, bitch. That's what I always, that was my attitude. Go figure. In the sense of, no, it's terrible. I feel your pain because I had 4 kids and did it with all 4 of my kids. Matter of fact, it was so important with my son that I literally, he's in the NICU and I was pumping at home, walking 2 miles to the freaking, to the fucking trolley stop to go and walk another mile to just dump off this milk at the hospital so he could have his own milk. I know how important it is, But at the same time, you come first, chica. Your daughter's fine. She's going to have a beautiful, happy life without your boobs being destroyed. It's not for everyone. Look at Kim Kardashian. She didn't even put the baby in. You think she breastfed any of them? The only thing, Ducky... Never mind. Enough. Sorry. I went off on a tangent there, and that's what we do around here. Don't get me started. Just don't. I have so much to say, and it's not really useful because it doesn't come... It is extremely useful, and it's inspiring, but you don't like the delivery of it because Lilith. I'm dark about it. And that's where I'm at. So the ego death came in, and it was not about your fucking, your breastfeeding problems. I remember mine. They also made me wear a girdle, bro. They made me do all kinds of these things because I had to be the perfect mother at 16. I never even had a fucking mother. Stupid shit like wash his clothes. Why can't he wash his own clothes? Why do I have to take care of this man? I was you. And then I grew the fuck up. Jeez, sorry, no offense, but a little bit. You're being too much Matrix, dude. What is that? I'm going to tell you about my health issue and then post every single thing, every item and product and everything I'm doing. It feels like you're asking for cancer. Like you want to be a victim of health issues. So then let's make you a victim of health issues and show what it really is to have a health issue. You're making a huge deal. I had to Google what you put. What's wrong with her titties? She has chapped nipples. Oh my God, bitch. Seriously? Go green. Jesus Christ. Anyways, it's called Bag Balm. And they used it on cows' udders, and it's perfect. You can use it for use it in the winter for cracked knuckles. You use it for your ashy ass elbows, for your fucking crusty your crusty rusty feet. I mean, it's for soft skin. That's what it's for. Cracked skin. And it's like petroleum jelly, but stronger. But it has something in it. I can smell the menthol of it as I'm thinking about it. I haven't seen this shit in fucking 50 years, dude. I haven't had kids forever. But guess what I'll be using when I have babies again? Yup. And if they don't, then they don't. I'd like to keep my boobs this time. It's okay. I mean, shit. Seriously. I did a whole... After my son was born, I did a 40-day fast. A whole 40-day fast. He sucked everything I had out of me. There was no food. I wasn't putting food. He was just sucking the life out of me. Fucking shit. Look at him now. Benjamin Franklin. So that was not my ego death. That was partially. So I'm sitting here with this whole book teaching of how am I supposed to teach them about light workers? What is a light worker? It is a being created by God from outside of the earth experience. It's not an angel, otherwise they would call them angels. A light worker is a being outside of the angelical world. It's of the light. It doesn't have a nifty cool name as the angels, archangels, seraphim. You know what I mean? Not part of the thrones, not part of the cherubim, not part of any of that. We're just part of the light too. We work for the light. Actually, I'm part of all of that because I've been moving through it. But the light workers are beings of the light created by God that, just like every other created or light being of the world, ascending master, what shall be, that works for God, it has a specific space and time and purpose. And it's not in human form. Typically, they're not in human form. Now, I am a light worker, meaning I work with the light workers. Hey, there's that kitty again. These two are so funny. I am a starseed. That's the definition, because I am a being of the stars here, seated on the earth. I am an earth angel. I'm all of these things. What are you? What are you, human being? What are you made of in there? What is inside there other than that big fat head you're running off of? Is there a soul in there? Where are you from? Where did you come from? There's something in there other than your brain. If we give you a bunch of drugs and turn your brain off, you're still going to be breathing and moving and conscious. There's a consciousness in there outside of your brain. What is that consciousness, please? And thank you. So that's where I get to. I'm like, these guys don't even know nothing outside of their brain. They're never going to understand this, is how I'm thinking. Because you can't understand what you are or what is. So I'm like, oh man, this is a whole waste of fucking... it's not. Because I did it. I'm reawakening myself, and I'm reopening and activating another thing that I spoke last night. The Akashic Records. None of you can do it. None of you have seen it. Nobody knows who they are. How can you have any idea you don't know who you are? There was one man, and I haven't found him yet. Forgot his name. I'm seeing my dark angel from the spiritual store. I asked him about this when I woke up. I was like, are there any other awoken beings like me? And they made it seem like a big deal. Like, first off, I wasn't awoken. And second, I shouldn't be telling people. Because, of course, they're just passing on their, you know what I mean, paranoid religious fucking practices. I do this and I'll be persecuted. Okay, go do that somewhere else. But anyways, they said there was one man who was aware, and he was aware of his past lives, and he had, like, I think, integrated, I think, like, I don't know how many of them, but he knew of them. Do any of you know what the fuck you were made of, or where you came from, other than, you know, your mother and father? And most of you don't know that. Who were your grandparents? Where did you come from? You weren't just a sperm and an egg, bro. Obviously, look at you now. You're a whole human being creating madness and chaos across the earth. Where did you come from? What are your intentions? What are you doing here? It's kind of where it's at, and I'm like, oh, God. They don't know. They have no idea about any of this. Not any religion, not any idea of the creation. How the world created any of this, which I don't understand. Because you're know-it-alls that swear you know some shit. You know how the world works. You know how everything is. You know what you're doing. You know how you're going to get yours. You know how God works. You know how people work. You know everything. You know the inner workings of everything, but don't know anything. So I got frustrated just sitting there. I'm serious. I'm sitting there on the bed. I've got my phone. I'm looking at my altar because it's right next to where I sleep. And I'm staring at it. I don't like books and stuff at my altar. I'm very organized. I don't like shit sitting in my altar. So I'm like, I got to get this shit off the altar. They're never going to get it. Why am I even doing this for these people? You know, and that's where it started. So that down, I'm like, whatever, fuck it. I'll do it. I'll do what they got, whatever they got. And I sit down and, you know, I open my YouTube. And I'm subscribed to Bronwyn's. Now I know how to say it because I had to tag it. Bronwyn's. That's one hell of a name. Bronwyn's. Sounds like an ice cream. Anyways, I'm subscribed to her shit. So I see I get a notification that she uploaded some videos. And I'm looking at the videos. I'm like, bitch, this is old. This is old. Are you pulling a fucking Turning Tides tarot? Are you doing lunar eclipse right now? You're uploading old videos? You're like fucking, you know what I mean? Neph, the God Oracle, the 1111? You're uploading pre-recorded videos of, you know, timeless videos? What? How? Why? That's your mind. Mind your business. What? I thought it was great that you said, I'm taking off a week. It's like, see, my week's coming too. I'll hold down the fort until she gets back, and then I get to take off a week. And it was already in the cards. We're about to. Spiritualists have to take off a week. We've got to take off. We have to have time too. You know what I mean? And there's actual moon periods. We're supposed to do it too. But it's coming. When? 10 days after the 18th. So what? The 28th. At the end of the month, we take off like 10 days. It's a 10-day celebration. The gods come. We don't work when the gods are here. The fuck, dude? So anyways, I thought it was cool. She got her calling first. Because I'm waiting on it. I said it. When's my break? And then they told me I was leaving. I was like, oh yeah, it's almost here. And that's it. And then I realized it is here. It's the time to rest. But she took a rest, and I was like, cool, I'll see you when you get back. I'll hold down the fort. No, instead, she decides that, I'm just going to upload some old videos so that I can keep the money flowing while I'm gone. These aren't... Dude, what are you doing? Nana, come get this cricket. Oh, please don't jump on me. Okay. You jumped on me last time. Okay, she'll hold the cricket down. Sorry, I had to get up. These bugs, I'm telling you, fucking Jiminy Cricket and shit. Where's your consciousness? What the fuck were you thinking? That's what I mean. You guys are liars. I forgive you. Nobody else would have known, right? Nobody would know. Why you gotta come out here and blow my cover? Why you gotta come out here and do sideways shit like that? I'm not the only person that didn't know that this is an old video. We can see it. That's winter. You're wearing a wool sweater and your hair doesn't look like that. You don't put the camera there no more. And I thought you moved out of your mother's house. Jesus, that's what I get for thinking. You know what I mean? You be wanting to think some shit. Is that really your bedroom? You live in the attic of your mom's house? Oh God, Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry. No, you're not. You're a whole-on witch that's not even witching. What hood? I forgive you. You thought this was a good idea. It seemed like a good idea. But you guys in your pursuits of these ideas is destroying your reputation in the spiritual realm. You cannot serve two gods. If you're going to say that I'm taking off work for you know what I mean, to take care of myself, then you take off work and you take care of yourself. You don't half-ass what you say you're going to do. Do you understand what that means? You do what you say and you say what you do, dude. And if you can't, then you come back and you make amends and atonement for the fact that you spoke wrongly. You spoke wrongly. And that's what I mean. It's like, all you off, bro. Now you look like a fucking idiot. You lost all credibility trying to push old energy saying that it's today's energy. No, it's not. Nobody's out here wearing a sweater. Today is going to be 101 degrees where I'm at. How hot is it where you're at? And you're out here in a wool sweater talking about an old message that you had sitting. And that's what, Rust to Bust is always doing. Let's pull out an old song. Right, Allie? Let's pull out something I made. It's time to release something. Let's pull out something I already did. How about make something fresh and creative from right now? Right now. Remember you used to do that, Allie? Make the songs right now. Remember, Logic? Let's make some beats together. Remember, let's do this together right now. Let's feel this out. Let's feel the energy of today. Instead of living in yesterday's energy and trying to pass on yesterday's work as today's price. That's what she did. So anyways, where does that have to do with me? It's lonely on top. I spent my whole life submitting to someone that, I had to do what everybody else said. As much as I was independent, I was still doing what I believed was right for everyone, the better good. You come first, and I'm still that way. I will, I'm very self-sacrificing, extremely self-sacrificing. When I started this journey, I always kept looking for someone with more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that could guide me. I was looking for someone to show me, teach me, you know what I mean? Guide me. This whole journey, I can show you. It's all in the videos. I kept going. I'd go to people and ask them questions. There was never an answer to be had outside of me. I was the one making all of these discoveries. I was the one, and so even that, I looked to Broen and I'm like, you have so much knowledge inside of your head. You must be a better spiritualist than me because you speak of things that I haven't fully learned in this lifetime. But as she speaks of it, I know everything she's talking about and more than she does and can correct her, even though this is the first time I'm hearing this information in this lifetime. You know what I mean? You guys are pulling, messages. You're pulling my cards. They're collective energy, but you must look at how am I always getting her story? Because I'm walking in the energy that's real. And unless you can prove to me, and sometimes I can, I look in these comments, I'm like, dude, these people say that this is their energy and that they're doing this shit. So I choose to believe that there are others walking in it. But ultimately what I discover all the time that's heartbreaking is as much as you want to be so authentic, it's like there's only one me. And there's nobody above me but God. There's nobody that you can teach me stuff, but you're not more powerful than me. You have no power over me. You just have put more information into yourself. I can either get it from your mouth or get the information myself to reactivate myself. But the difference between me and you is you put the information in for the first time ever. And all I'm doing is reawakening the information. I am all-knowing and all-seeing. I carry and hold all universal truths. And I dumb that down a lot, always looking to others, thinking you know better. And it's that fucked up thing as I assume. Why do I assume? Because I never knew that I was so powerful. When you go from believing that you're powerless and you don't have a place and nobody, what you say doesn't matter and you don't know shit, it's a long process to realize, damn, bro, you are all powerful. You fucking know everything. Nobody is above you. You're not above others, but you don't need anybody's fucking information. You can find it all on your own, and quit thinking that anybody walks in the same statue as you. They walk in their flesh, and leave it alone at that. And that's where it is. Why was this so devastating? I thought you were better than this. Why did I think you're better than this? Because I am. I always think that people are like me. But nobody is. Nobody operates like me. And that's not a terrible thing. I just really have to assume my position that, of authority over the situation. But it's like I'm so meek that I don't see myself above. I see myself not below, but on my knees to serve you. In the sense, you'll hear in my videos, I'm crying because I'm here just to help you fucking people that are just not. I feel so very helpless. And I get frustrated because I have this expectation or belief system that says, you know better. Why do I think that about everyone? Because my mind projects it on you. My mind projects that you should know these things. But you don't. And then I get upset because the conversation ends. It's like you're talking to a fish tank. I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's a shit feeling. I talk, when I do my videos right now, I'm talking to you from my heart, and I'm telling you like you're really standing here. Like I'm really trying to teach you something. And then I turn it off, and it was just me talking to a fish tank. I don't know if they heard me. I didn't hear a bubble back. But the bubble baby. I mean, don't get me wrong. The only person, and that's why it's so horrendous, the only person that makes it very clear that they're listening because they're antagonizing me by my words is Russ. He had to make a statement yesterday. I was like, you didn't have to say anything. You really didn't. But thanks for showing everyone that you do love me and pay attention to every fucking word I say. That was an ego death too. I'm like, you really do just love me that much. You're just all over my shit all the time. Bro, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of you. I mean, I watch you do tarot and I'm like, you know so much. But then I'm like, you don't know shit. But then it's not that you don't know shit. You just don't know what I know. Because I don't know these cards. How do you fucking make these messages about people? How do you take a tarot card and you can see a man or a woman and all of the details of their lives? I can't do that. But if you put them in front of me, or if I think about them, I could do it. But I can't do it with a pack of cards. There's things I can do that, you know what I mean? There's things that you can do that I can't do. You know what I mean? Like, just there's limitations to my skin. But as far as my knowledge and wisdom, absolutely no limitations. And that unfortunately makes me the superior being. And I don't like to look at myself as that. I don't like that. That's not a light worker's term. There's no superior or inferior. We're all created equal. I stand for equality. And that's what it always is God's trying to make me, you know what I mean? He's trying to put me in my authoritative position, but I'm hesitant. It's like I'm not here to rule over you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like that's me denying, you know what I mean, my position. It's the whole Arthur. The sword and the stone. I'm the only one that can pull that sword out of the stone. But I don't want to because it comes with so much responsibility. And that's why I hide from my responsibility by not telling the world, really going out there and pushing to make it. Because once it starts, it's over. I can't go back. And where does that come from? I think of Marshall, bro. It scares me. Look at what your lives became when you became famous. I don't want my children. I don't want to hide from people. I don't want to be you. I don't want fame because of what it's done to you. I just want the message. I don't want that. I want to be able to just be normal. So that's why I don't push it. But God, it's like, it's my position, and it comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of persecution. I'm not worried about that, but it's like, my children and shit, and you know what I mean? I'm not worried about my safety, but, privacy perhaps, but not much. It's just, I fear what has happened to you people. I had this conversation with Hannah when we were starting her music. It was getting good, and, you know, I wanted to put her, I was like, we can do this, Hannah. We can, you know what I mean? We can go on tour, we can blow this up if we really put it on. I was like, what are you afraid of? She said, I'm afraid of winning. What happens when it happens and I have to leave everybody behind? And that's what you know. Rappers don't get it, dude. They think they got to take the whole group up. But as a singer or a songwriter, you know there ain't nobody. It's just you against the world. You know what I mean? Pac had to leave his whole world. Head to California and chase his dreams, you know what I mean? He really did. So did Marshall. Had to leave everything. And your reality changes forever. There's no going back. You can't go back to, you know what I mean? I saw this fucked up picture of Amanda Bynes. They're like making fun of her because she's just typical now. She's just a regular girl. And they're like, ugh, look what happened to her. What? She's living life? Leave her alone. And that's it. Once you're in their face, dude, they're gonna fucking look to you forever. Forever? Forever, ever. Why the fuck? You know what I mean? They did it to Kirstie Alley. For her whole life. She stopped being an actress, like, way back with, you know, Tim Allen when they did those Christmas movies and shit. She stopped being an actress forever, but nobody left her alone. You know what I mean? Just how you guys do Jessica Simpson or Tori Spelling. Leave her alone. And they loved that she's, you know what I mean, she's no rich no more and she's got all these kids and she's living a real life. Yeah, she's not a star anymore. She walked away from it. It's all gone. She lives a real life like real people, and you think it's fucking funny and you use it to sell magazines. Let's talk about your parents. Let's talk about you, the person writing this bullshit. How you, the person writing this bullshit, have no friends or family and are on drugs and alcohol yourself. That have irritating fucking, you know what I mean, childhood traumas, and you want to talk about these celebrities all the time. Fucking Access Hollywood and TMZ and fucking In Touch and come here. Let's get in touch with your childhood trauma. I'm dangerous. Anyways, going back to it. So, like, you know, I have always looked to somebody else outside of me. And I still do. So, you know, Broen, and I guess just being completely transparent, I believe that she knew better and she might be, you know, she could be more of a priestess than me, and maybe. But that's not true. I thought that, you know, Neff could be more of a priestess than me because of how she could read her cards. But the whole time I was trying to make her a priestess. That's the difference. They're just card readers, and the whole time I'm trying to make them something they're not. And extremely upset and disappointed that they're not what I thought they were. But with all due respect, you claim it. You say you're a high priestess. I never met one. They gave me this book on how to become, you know, the priesthood, and I started reading it and realizing I was becoming what they said is a high priestess. This was all new and this was scary, and I was always looking for someone like me. Get out here, you guys, and your priestesses. But it's not true. You made me believe this. I guess it was both of us. And a little bit of God. But codependency, all of that, you know, you want to believe someone is something that they're not. And if, you know, if they feed that a little bit, then you can go to town on it. That's it. I'm not mad at you for not being something that I thought you was. And again, judgment's upon you for lying. It's not me. Not like I'm out to get you, but you lied. You should pull those videos down. That's not a good idea. And that's it. No, I'm not going to do what you say. You have no authority. And then you don't do what I say, and something terrible starts happening to you, and you say, I did this to you, when I told you to do something to make your life better. Why would I spend so much time and tears on you to turn around and hurt you? Did I get revenge yesterday, or did I discover the truth? I didn't get revenge on anyone. Remember the videos, the posts, leave alone. You won. You're more beautiful. You're more powerful. You have more money. Stop writing songs and manipulating me. Stop stealing my work and putting them on t-shirts and songs. Stop. Just leave me alone. So I said I would go away, and before I left, as I accepted, and I told you this, when you walk away fully, no matter how painful it is and how embarrassing and humbling the experience is, when you walk away, after, they will show you what you walked away from. How do I feel this morning? Completely different about it. This is a completely different situation now. I feel completely different about Russ, his position as a man with his family, and especially his relationship with his girlfriend. Now, having known that this is her first boyfriend out of high school, now having known this was his first real girlfriend in life, and that he went out there and did full force, I'm going to buy you a house and I'm going to take care of you and I'm going to make sure your dreams come true. It's some fairy tale bullshit. I get it. I get why you guys are fighting so much to keep this fairy tale going. Beautiful. Again, I always felt like the third party and I just wanted out. I just wanted out. I never said whatever it takes to get out. But as I said in that video, I can't turn off the fact that he's my twin flame. And neither can he. And neither can you or any practitioners that you go to. This is made by God. Okay? Going back to it. I gotta be honest, dude. My flesh could never look at him like this again. I could never look at him the same. And that's what an ego death is. You see it how you want to see it, but once you see it a different way, you can't unsee it. I can never look at him the same way, or any of this situation. After what I discovered yesterday, same thing happened today. I can never look at Broen the same way after what I discovered today. And you're mad because I seen the truth. Why? Why did I see the truth? To protect myself from a loop of believing in you when I should not be? And what is this moon about? And what am I trying to do? Leave all things that are no longer serving me, all ties, so I can go through this portal. I shouldn't be hanging out with Broen. She's a liar. It's that simple, dude. There's no gray, guys. You don't understand with God. And perhaps he doesn't hold to the same standards, but I am a priestess. I am his servant. I am his daughter. I am here with a position, and I don't get to play. It's right. I have to do it the right way, all the way by the book, bro. And you lied. You lied and cheated. And you're going to steal people's money because that's what it is. Every view you get paid for making them believe that today, that message is today. You're a lie and a thief and a cheat. I can't be friends with someone that did it. You're like, no, but it was just this one time. It wasn't. And you're going to get away with it and do it again until someone tells you. And even that, I tell you people all the time to stop doing these things. And then I leave, you do it again, and something horrific happens to you. Horrific. And you think I did it to you. What are you talking about? So ultimately, no, bro. The cards keep saying I'm supposed to keep getting all this stuff, but what am I getting? Getting rid of all this stuff. I don't think you guys are reading those cards properly. I mean, ultimately, no, you can only see one side of the coin. You can only see one side of the card. You see what's coming. You don't see what it takes to get there. And that's what is really the truth. And all of you healers and practitioners and spiritualists, you can see the outcome, but you don't see what it takes to get it. You don't fully understand because you're working through your mind. And that goes back to it. These are just words to you. You don't feel what I'm saying. It doesn't make you think. It doesn't make you feel anyway. They're just words. Somebody's just talking to you. And you're either choosing to let it in or not. And if you let it in, it's typically going in one ear and out the other because you have better things to think about. You will fully forget me because you're fucking, you know what I mean? Your matrix mind is on overdrive and all you're thinking about is your day-to-day tasks. What you're going to do this weekend. What you're going to have for lunch. You know what I mean? your medicine? Did you remember to turn off the fucking coffee machine? Weird shit. Something that somebody said about you 50 years ago. How can you hear me when you only hear that? That's it. It sucks. It sucks to be me. But at the same time, it's like, you're going to have to... I guess you won't accept it until I accept it. So we have to start working there. And I am. I'm working through this. I didn't ask for a position above anybody or a position of authority on anybody or anything. It was bestowed upon me because I was chosen. I am the chosen. But at the same time, my skin runs sometimes at the idea of the real depth of my purpose here and my position. In order for me to take my position, it's me stepping into it. It's not going to be given to me. I have to step up and tell you who the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm doing. And I've got to come out here and be the goddess and rule over some bullshit. And that really ultimately just starts the whole religious crusade. It starts the war. And I'm not ready to swing yet. I felt like, I don't even have my commanding officers. But I guess it's not going to be like it was before because, that was before. This time, I guess I go full forward by myself. But that doesn't sit well either. Ultimately, what was I upset about? I believed you guys were something you're not. It's not a big deal. Why did I give you so much power? Because I haven't fully stepped into the understanding that there is nobody above me. And I'm quick to give it to someone else because I don't want to accept it. You want to be king? Here. You want my gold? Here. You want my silver? Here. You want my gifts? Here. I'll teach you guys. You teach someone. Somebody teach someone. You do my job. Everybody can do my job better, is what I say all the time. You can do this, and you can do it better. Why? Because I don't want to. Why? Because it's so much to do. I'm responsible. That's why I was like, get off my page. I don't want to be responsible for you. If something happens to you, that's my fault. You know what I mean? I don't want to be responsible for everybody and their healing, even though I am fully. That's what they want. They want me to step up. I'm like, I'd rather just, run away. That's it. Every witch does. I'd rather just fucking, I want a fucking cottage in the woods and just, you know what I mean? Live happily ever after. Bring in my love and make babies and dance under the full moon and watch, wait till the world just burns down and not have to watch it and feel it. Oh man, that shit ain't happening. Not this time. That sucks ass. That sucks ass. That sucks ass. I gotta really be all that, be all that you want me to be. Oh no. It doesn't, like I said, I see what it did to you guys and I'm scared of it. Once it happens, bro, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And look at how you guys look at me. You're terrified of me. Literally terrified. You know what I mean? Put the government on there. They're going to feel great about me. I know Trump is going to love me. Yeah, what? He's got bigger fish to fry, if you ask me. But in general, how many people are going to be, you know what I mean? There's one thing that started in the Bible Belt. It's a whole nother thing, and that's what he did it to. If you can do it here, you can do it anywhere. It's time to do it. I don't want it gone. I don't want to... And that's what I said, too. It's like, I told you guys, I need your help to do it. But I don't want to be the person. I don't want to be in front of people. I just want to give God's message. Why do I have to be the messenger? Why does it have to come with my face? Why do you have to put me in a place where everyone hates me because of what you've given me? That's why. Why don't I want to do this? Because you guys hate me for what God's done, for what the powers he's given me. And all I'm trying to do is give it to you. This has been such a shitty fucking journey. And it's only beginning. As Kobe said, it was practice. So I could overcome, all of this where I'm not bothered. Why am I bothered? Because, damn it, Broen, I thought you were going to be, headmaster at my fucking school. Which you still... The master I'm the one with the master plan. I'm the one that can do all this. Nobody can do what I do until I teach you. And that sucks. I did. I followed the guru. I thought he knew some shit until I opened my Akashic records and started talking to Krishna. And he's like, nah, that dude don't know shit. He's just reading shit out of the same books as all of these Americans. Oh, shit. He just prays to gods. That's it. He's just enlightened. He's not ascended. That's a light being that spreads love and light. That's it. He doesn't have any fucking true power. He just works for the light. I'm going to be a light bearer here on this planet. I'm going to spread love and light. That goes back to my silo. It's like, dude, you know, my you know, from the Buddhist or whatever he practices. I don't know, Shiloh? I don't know his name. I was like, oh, he knows how to harness the energy in a physical form and can break down walls and stuff. He must know how to do all of this astral traveling. He must know how to access all of these realms that I know. He has to be able to do what I do in meditation. Nobody knows what I know. Nobody can do what I do. Nobody even knows who they were before they got here. I'm a whole airbender, bro. Like, I know, I work with, it's like the movies, but it is. There's not another one out there like me. I saw Aleister Crowley. His spirit is awoke. Why? Because they knew it was his spirit inside of this fucking person right away. They were waiting for him. It was projected. They knew he would be born. He would be reborn. What is it? Is it dangerous? I don't know. He knew how to do this. His spirit, if it's awoken, maybe it's that guy that I'm looking for. If it's awoken, then, you know, there's somebody that travels to the realms that I do, but it doesn't mean that they have full access like I do. And that's where it's like, dude, I don't want to be a creepo peepo. I don't want to. Why can't I just be fucking normal and have a fucking friend in this lifetime? Because you're not fucking normal and they're not your friends. They're not even friendly. Damn it, Beavis. I don't like this. Why did I do this? Because, again, as he always says, I'm the only one that could. I'm the only one that can be fully detached from, you know what I mean, everything, because that's just what I always was. I was always free, a full free spirit, to do as I pleased, to fight for, you know what I mean, to fight for good and justice, however I saw fit. But you'll always see in all of it, I fought for what I felt was right, until there's no fight to have. And then I'll walk away and be like, damn, maybe I should have not fought that fight. There's always a fight to be had. You could blame it on my Sagittarius, you could blame it on my childhood, you can blame it on whatever you want. Blame it on the alcohol. I don't even drink. So you could blame it on whatever you want, whatever you like. It's in me. There's a fire burning in me to fight. I have fight in me. Till the day I die, I will fight. I will get up. I will always get up. I will always get up. I might need to crawl, but I'm gonna get up. And that's it. I'm the one that lives. And, you know, and I'm all... But the more I tell you that, the more you're scared of me. There has to be this level, guys. There has to be. It's not supposed to be a fearful authority. Just a reverence. Why do you fear me? You fear what? The God? Because I tell you it's God in all its forms that I work with. I tell you what I can do and what I don't do, which is pretty much, I say it all the time, I'm an ain't doing shit bitch most of the time. I'm sitting here in meditation, what you call is meditation. I'm sitting here in my consciousness with all of the beings of the universe, traveling through time and space, collecting fucking information, bringing back messages, doing shit like that. I'm not... Yesterday was intriguing to get up and Google some shit. The day before that, couple days sitting around watching movies, which I couldn't do in a straight line, but doing things like that, you know, I don't. I'm all with God all the fucking time. That's all I do. So there's not much to fear. You're fearing the consequences of God after the fact. I tell you all the time, fuckers. I'm trying to clear my karma, let alone put bad karma on anybody else. I've come here to break you out of it. Why would I put you in it? What is there for me to gain by you staying where you are? When truthfully, if I can get you out, I could maybe make a friend out of you. There's more for me to gain for your healing than you'll understand. I'm not going to ever have a family or friends on this planet until I get you healed and awoken. We'll never be alike until I can get this in you. You know what I mean? So why would I want you to stay where you are? In essence of telling Russ that, it goes back to the beginning when I had to let him go. I was like, Russ, and he knows the message and everybody heard it. I hope one day I'll see you and you'll be married and you'll introduce me to your children and we can, laugh about all of this. I said it way in the beginning before we really started fighting. Was I fighting to have him? No. Maybe as a friend at some point. I wasn't fighting to have him and all the things that he offers everyone else. I was fighting to get my friend out of his suffering. I don't know what I was going to do with him if he showed up, but he has the messages. All these years, I know you're unhappy. Just leave. Just leave. I'll help you. I'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. You know what I mean? The only time I ever talked dirty to him is because I knew you were right there. And he was doing it on purpose. Same thing I did to Bobby. If you're going to do this, then let's do it. You want to be hurtful? Let's be hurtful. But it didn't make me feel good. I felt terrible, and I made a whole video about that. I felt terrible that he disrespected his wife and that I'd played that game with him just to have more power. You know what I mean? And that was really the truth, too. I've got plenty of videos of me trying to get Jonica away from him. He's humiliating you. He's embarrassing you. He's making you look like nothing. Nobody's going to fuck with you if you keep fucking with this guy. And I felt for her. Same as Adam. It's like he is totally treating you like garbage. All those songs, Jonica, just terrible. It's funny to laugh, but it's not. I felt so bad for you when he did that. And yet he manipulated you to make you think that this was good. When your kids hear this, when you're, later in life, if it was, you'd be so ashamed. If you don't marry him, and that's the funny thing, is if you don't marry him, that'll last forever. They'll remember that that song was about you, my love. You know what I mean? He'll go on, and if you guys don't get married, his next baby mama or girlfriend will be laughing at you every time he plays that song. What is in there? Stop getting bugs that'll come running at me. She's chasing, it's actually lizards. I saw one this morning. She's chasing lizards. But she's not going to put them in her mouth. She just watches them and chases them. And I'm like, then they come running at me, all this shit. I'm like, quit. They're like, get your dog. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you people. Sorry. That's what she's doing. I'm serious. Hey, I just want to point out, I'm going to buy lizards and let them loose in my house. Do you know the lizards, just little bitty ones? Little, they just eat bugs. They eat spiders and bugs, flies, whatever. I'm just going to let them loose in my house. I don't eat mice or anything. If you had mice, you'd get a cat or something, right? These things are great. I'm going to have them. They just eat all the bugs. I'm just going to buy some and let them loose in my house when I get a house or wherever. Might scare the kids. Maybe I'll make them friendly before. But they're not harmful. They just eat bugs. They are so not harmful at all. It's the Geico, the Geico guy. Going back to it. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, not sorry. I was that simplistic. You lied. July and July. No, it's fucking August, and you were wearing a wool sweater. Shut the fuck up. You were making me sweat. Dude, it's already 90-something. I'm already sweating it. For real, what are you talking about? And you say it's even hotter. It is. It's hotter in Europe. You guys don't even have air conditioning. So strange. Why? Is electricity expensive out there? I have questions. Electricity is super expensive in Mexico. That's why they don't. They just line that shit up to the fucking pole. They run and steal it straight from the pole. Yep. All that. Super expensive. I get it. But going back to it, sorry. It's just that. God just wants me to stay away from people that aren't walking the straight and narrow. Not to say that you won't get on the path. But, Forrest just started running. People came. And that was cool. But I gotta run. I just gotta run, bro. Run with it. If you're there or not, I gotta run, bro. That's it. It's like I keep hoping that somebody's going to run next to me and, hand me a t-shirt to wipe my face or something. You know what I mean? Hold my hair while I'm throwing up or something. But no, it's just me. It's just me out there. And that's that forest moment, you know what I mean? When it's all done, it'll just be, those are my memories of me, just me. I can see me sitting at sunset cliffs. I can see me in Miami Beach. I can see me in Vegas. I can see me in the Bay. I can see me in fucking New York. I can see me in all these places, but it was always just me. I see me in Chicago. I see me in all the 28 states I've ever been, but it was just me against the world. As God always said, there's going to be people there, but they're not going to be able to help you. You're going to have the clothes on your back. You're going to have to stay there until the job is done. And that's it. It's just me against the world. Me and my boyfriend. I love you, Pocky Pock. And at least I have the spirits, but ultimately I get sad about it, man. I keep thinking that you're like me. And there's nobody like me, but it doesn't make me a bad person. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. You never even met someone like me. And it goes back to being the Lilith. I have to figure this all out by myself. Me against the world. This is my world. I've got to figure out this. You guys live by the world. You follow man and what it says. I have to find God and follow him and tell him what, you know what I mean? That's it. When I left the garden, I left with my own knowledge and wisdom, and I became my own goddess. I became the goddess, obviously. But now I had to discover everything on my own with no limitations. And there wasn't nobody out there. I looked, and I made friends, and I made family, but they weren't above me. That's what I mean. The angels couldn't force me home. The seraphim didn't do anything. Lucifer had no power. Nobody had any power over me. God gave me all the power in the world to do whatever I needed to do to be happy. As he does for you, but you're not using that power to be happy. You're not using any of it. You're not even using that side of your brain, to be honest. As I see this, you only use, you know what I mean? A certain % of your brain and only half of it. And going back into this, I'm going to teach you, I guess. That's what the whole Lightworkers book is about to teach you. It's about the Palladians, which are light beings created by God that work in a star system outside of us, that communicate through dreams and visions to psychics, I guess. People that are already awoken, people that can catch the transmissions, people that are on the same wavelength. It's a vibration, it's an ascension, it's a consciousness. Why can't you communicate with, you know what I mean, why can't you use telepathy? Because you're not on that consciousness. You don't access that part of your brain to speak through, you know what I mean? You only know how to access, the reptilian to speak through your mouth. And that goes back to feelings. You can feel this conversation. It's not in your head, it's in your heart. All of these things. So I'm going to teach you that eventually. I'm going to take a break for a minute. Let's take a small chronic break and chill, but until the next episode. Enough. That's it. I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at God. God, why do you make it so hard? Why don't you just accept the way things are? I don't want to. I do. It's my destiny to be this, but as you can see, the one thing you want the most, you fear. There's no going back. There's no going back. After I go forward, there's no going back. Do you understand what that means? It's called a death, transformation, and rebirth. Once I start being your spiritual healer, there's no going back. I can't stop being your spiritual healer. I'm not Doreen Virtue that's going to, lose my virtues and leave you in the middle of the chaos. And that's it too. It's like I won't stop teaching. I do get a break. But in the sense of, you want it so bad, but you don't realize what it's going to take after you get it. How much more work it's going to be. I've trained for this. You know what I mean? And now the draft is here. And I'm like, oh man. It's that moment where I'm behind the angels. I'm just sitting there watching everyone like they have more authority, and then God calls me to the front. It's like, oh shit. Lilith, oh shit. And that's it. I've been running from this for so long. I've been hiding from this forever, hiding from God, hiding from this responsibility to love mankind back to, to the garden. It's like, there's so much work. You see how upset I get. I get so upset because, I can't help you. I don't really get upset about the betrayal, but I had to feel it. I had to spend a couple days feeling what it felt like to go through this. But, again, that's the past. Are you crying about some old shit? Yeah. Why are you crying? Because I never cried about it before. I never thought about it before. I never thought about how bad that hurt. I was surviving it. I didn't actually, I survived it, but I didn't feel it. And it feels bad. It feels bad about the things I survived in the last 2 years. It's what I went through the last, just a closure, a death, a grieving process, as you will. But, it's not me turning on you, it's me turning away from you, which hurts me more than you. Because I had more hopes that in having a connection with you than you'll ever know. You know what I mean? I had all of my hopes and dreams in being connected with you. And then God says I can't. It hurts me way more than you'll ever know. And I walk away crying, all alone. And he says, you got to stay alone. And it's not, it's not the best thing. But I ain't mad at you. Just be better. That's all Kobe asks. Make yourself aware that you could be better and just be better. Don't beat yourself up. Just, take it in and with a grain of salt or a spoonful of sugar, let the medicine go down and, you know what I mean? Be a better person later or tomorrow. I'm not going to do that next time. Why did I do that? You know I didn't. It's okay. It was a pattern. You've done it before. This is not a first. But let's hope that it's a lasting, that this will have a lasting effect, that it'll change. We break a pattern here. I'm not going to cheat people. I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not going to fake the funk. If I don't want to go to work, I'm not going to work. Today's about me, not about you. I'm not going to feel bad that I can't give you what you want when I know I need to take care of me. And that's really it. She's on vacation, but she felt obligated to leave, you know what I mean? To leave some videos. Why? All healed reasons. Either it was out of the pursuit of money or it was out of guilt. You know what I mean? I can't not do this. Putting other people ahead of herself. Whatever the reason. It's just an unhealed reason and it's a lesson to be learned. And the crowd goes wild. We all need to learn that sometimes. When you say that you're not going to, you're going to make this day for you, then you make it for you and you don't give up on yourself to give to another. You are important. And that's all it was. Really, if you want to get down to the basics, you didn't have to do this. All you had to do was love yourself this week. Stand behind what you say. And I said what I said. I'm not ever listening to another Russ song. I don't have to touch the audio on that shit. I don't have to. He can't make me, but though he'll try. I don't have to listen to your manipulative words anymore, buddy. It was a choice I made. I chose to listen to you because I believed that you were saying something to me. But when I got into it and I asked you if this was, you know what I mean? No. It's all about her, is what you said. So I'll leave it alone. Keep writing songs. I am not being manipulated by the situation. And I said it, I promise. And I swear I'm never listening to your shit again, bro, because it's not for me. It used to resonate. It was all about what made it about me, but it's not about me. This is not about me. Those songs are not about me. None of that has anything to do with me. How much you want to make it about me, it has nothing to do with me. And I have no business being a part of it. Not any of your old works or your new works. This is all about you, your family, your career, your relationship with your girl, your life. Your life has nothing to do with my life. And my life has absolutely nothing to do with yours. My pursuit of happiness, of accepting my new husband, starting this, stepping into my role as, as the prophetess here, as high priestess, ascending master Lilith, that has nothing to do with you. You're not that. You're still just your flesh. My position is my position. You can't stop my position. I'm myself stalling my own position because of it. Nobody is stopping me but me. You can't make me fear it any more than I do. And I'm working through the fears no matter what. The time will come. But as you see, I have to work through lots of different layers of fears and insecurities and stuff to be who I need to be for me. But my life has nothing to do with yours. The only reason you're part of my life is so that you can catch this healing. That's it. You're supposed to catch a message from God to teach you how to be a better person. Not an inspiration of a new song, not an idea of a clip, not anything else. You're trying to steal and cheat and manipulate from your flesh. You're coming over here to get something to make your life better, but you're not getting what you're supposed to be getting, and therefore you're cursing your life. You're trying to take what you think is good, but you're taking what's bad. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I didn't put nothing on you but the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. You distort the truth. I give you love and you distort it, so then it turns into hate and negativity, and energy of negativity that comes back to get you. I gave you truth and love and inspiration. Oh, I love him. You see? Speak, speak, speak. My card. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. You hear him? He's pretty. Get him. He's eating breakfast. I give it to you so that you can, you know what I mean, it can make your life bountiful, but not inside. And yet you take it to make your outside bountiful, and it curses your outside, and you feel like shit on the inside. You did that, not me. You alchemized something good and made it bad with your intentions and your wicked heart. And that's the difference. I can take all this bad stuff and make it good, give it back to you good, and you turn around and make it bad again. Because you have a bad heart and a bad mind. Nothing's bad. Unhealed, 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 unhealed heart and unhealed mind. Your intentions are twisted. And therefore, you know what I mean? You can't sow any good seeds because you're sowing them with poison. You're pumping them with testosterone, divine masculine or distorted masculine energy. You know what I mean? You're taking the chicken breast and pumping it up to be a six-pack to feed everyone. Whoa. And you wonder why you have health problems. Why your nipples look like that. Oh! Sorry, that was mean. That was my Holy Spirit. Again, they don't play around. And I don't either. And I'd be feeling hella fucking, I'd be laughing. But ultimately, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry because it hurts me. I'm the one that has to sit here all alone with, you know, on a planet of apes. Like, nobody speaks my language. I gotta talk to the birds and the bees and God all day because nobody speaks my language. And yet I'm still speaking okay English. Sí, habla español. I speak Spanish too. I understand it better than I speak it. But whatever the case may be, do you hear the words that are coming out of... Yeah, you do. You just destroy them. Work better on that. Be better. I love you guys. I hope that you get better and I can have a friend one day. I want a friend. I never had one. A boyfriend, sure. Sure. Sex, eventually. A baby, yeah, it's in the fucking works. I just want a friend. Why can't you guys be friendly? Why can't you be kind? Why can't you be true and honest? Why does everything have to be so diluted with you people? Can't you just be friendly? Can't you just come out and play and, you know, be nice? I'll teach you how. I'll teach you how to be fun again. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.